Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Your appreciation of my previous videos on Al Ula and other places is overwhelming. So, a big thank you to all of you. Please keep subscribing to my channel, like and share, and whenever it is possible, please also leave your comments. As you all know, Turkey is one of those countries which is not only beautiful with its landscapes, but also with its humble, nice and welcoming locals. So this video takes you to Istanbul, where a beautiful and historically important palace named as Dolmabache Palace is awaiting your visit to explore. Dolmabache Palace is located on the shores of Bosphorus River, preserving the traditional Turkish house layout. Before this palace was inhabited in 1856 by the six sultans, there was a bay where ships were hauled over a wooden ramp to launch into the Golden Horn. If I have to tell you some interesting facts about Dolmabache Palace, then I'll go like this. Dolmabache is the largest palace in Turkey, which was built in 13 years and opened for use on June 7, 1856. The cost of its construction was 5 million Ottoman gold lira, and it served as the main administrative center of the Ottoman Empire. It is said that this palace was built to cover up the decline of the Ottoman Empire. Dolmabache Palace has the largest collection of Bohemian and Bucharest crystal chandeliers worldwide. This palace was converted into a presidential residence in 1924, and Dolmabache Palace is famous because Mustafa Kemal Atatürk lived here and died here. After the foundation of the Republic, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk stayed temporarily in the palace between 1927 and 1938 before passing away. This palace still preserves the bed on which Atatürk took his last breath. Dolmabache Palace consists of diverse buildings for specific purposes, including a glass factory, foundry, aviary, and stables. Besides the apartment of the Crown Prince, a clock tower that you saw at the beginning of this video, and departure kiosks. The palace, consisting of an attic and basement, had sections where the country's affairs were discussed, a private section called harem, where the Sultan and his family were living, and the grand ceremonial hall, where the Sultan received notables of the state. You will be surprised to know that this palace has 285 rooms, 44 halls, 68 toilets, and 6 Turkish baths, where certainly you cannot take Turkish bath. The palace is decorated with Herrick carpets, Bucharest crystals, chandeliers, porcelain artifacts, gifts, and paintings. There are many interesting places, sections, and collections inside the palace. Before describing them to you, let me tell you that in most of these sections inside the palace, photography is not allowed. Hence, I did not take any pictures of anything inside the palace. Various images that I am going to show you from inside the palace are borrowed from the internet in order to make the information complete and worthy. Inside the palace, there are many interesting things to see, know and admire. The collection of paintings by Russian artist Ivan Ivazovsky, I'm sorry about that, and jewelry saloon are extremely popular amongst tourists. You can also watch jewels that once belonged to the Sultan, his family, concubines, and nobles of the Turkish court. Ceremonial Hall with the famous crystal chandelier gifted by Queen Victoria, the largest Turkish carpet, and a glass pavilion from where you can see beautiful panoramas of natural sights stretching around Istanbul. The walls and ceiling of the pavilion are built of antique glass, with full sunlight and transparent air, decorated with magnificent German chandeliers of crystal and transparent jewels. Ataturk, the last Turkish leader, used Dolmabache Palace as his residence. His room, with all the furniture, artifacts, and decorations, are preserved in their original forms. The most striking aspect of his bedroom was its simplicity. He could have chosen the more grand and lavish bedrooms, but he chose one that is so basic as compared to the rest. The imperial staircase is yet another magnificent structure inside the palace, which was made of crystal railing. Many great men of the 19th and 20th centuries walked this ladder. There are many gifts, artifacts, and displays which were gifted by the head of the states to the Sultan, including Saudi Arabia. You can see the artifacts, gifts displayed everywhere in the palace. See the windows and the beautiful arches, amazingly constructed walls, beautifully carved roof dome, well decorated pillars, and beautiful chandeliers all around inside this palace. They are just amazing and worth to see. The Sufera Hall was one of the most important protocol halls in the palace. It was a place where the ambassadors of other countries were welcomed. Sufera Hall is also known as Ambassador Hall. The third and final section inside Dolmabache Palace's main building belonged to the imperial harem. The imperial harem consists of three separate parts: the apartment of the Sultan, the apartment of the Queen Mother, and the apartments of the Khadim Fenleler, which means the official wives of the Sultan. The most important halls are the blue and the pink halls because of their colors. The blue hall was the place where the Sultan met the public. It is situated in the center of the Sultan's harem and named blue because of the blue color ornaments, decorations, and marbles used within this section of the palace. The pink hall is the place where Sultana and other noble women welcomed special guests in this hall. The pink hall was used as a place where the people of the harem had their daily conversations. The main hall is also known as the red hall because of its intense red color, decorations, designs, and ornaments. Its walls are covered with fabric and its ceiling is designed dome-shaped. Gold leaf doors and red crystal chandeliers are also located in this room. Now, like me, you must be wondering what life those sultans had at the time and what they were doing in the harem of the palace. Curious, right? Okay, so let's go to explore. Before entering the harem, visitors must put plastic booties over their shoes. Once inside, the self-guided tour passes through several rooms used by the royal family, lavishly decorated with gold, crystal, marble, and mahogany, and fine silk as well as wool carpets. The harem inside Dolmabache Palace was the private section of the Sultan and his family. At the time, the long corridor was always guarded to ensure that no man pass. So it was strictly prohibited by any man to go in except the Sultan himself and his eunuch servants. The capacious halls were lit by the reflections of the Bosphorus. Among the most interesting and impressive features of harem were the blue and pink halls, the apartment of Mother Sultan, the rooms of sultans, the concubines section, the study and bedroom, and many valuable artifacts such as rugs and clims, furniture, chandeliers, inscriptions, vases, and wall paintings. Dolmabache Palace opens daily except Monday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the entrance fee is 450 Turkish liras as of 2023. The combined ticket price of 450 Turkish lira covers the main building, the harem rooms, and the palace collection section. Until the end of 2022, there were separate tickets for each section of the palace, but now there is only one combined ticket for 450 Turkish lira to visit all the sections. Dolmabache Palace is located in the district of Besiktas, which is very easy to reach from Taksim Square or Sultan Mehmet. You can take tram T1 from Sultan Mehmet towards Kabatas to get to Dolmabache Palace. Please get down at Kabatas and walk just 10 minutes to reach the palace. From Taksim Square, take funicular F1 to reach Kabatas in just a few minutes and walk down for another few minutes to reach the palace. With this, the tour of Dolmabache Palace comes to an end. I hope you have liked the video and the information given here. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share it, and leave comments if you like it. Soon, I'll return with another interesting video of another interesting and beautiful place. Until then, please take good care of your health and stay safe. Goodbye.